Where is the weirdest place you've ever fallen asleep? When I was a kid, like 5 or 6, there was a tree in the front yard I really liked climbing. There was a branch perfectly shaped for little me to lie down on. Early one morning, I woke up and decided to take my sleeping bag up the tree and went back to sleep. Okay, that sounds lovely. Homemade tree hammock. Thud. On the bus, standing up. In my defense, it was a traffic jam and I hadn't slept the previous night. Hey, I applaud you for this one. Last time I stood on the bus, I fell over so many times. I used to have this problem, then I stopped sleeping standing up. At the dentist in the middle of drilling without any anesthesia. Woke up to dentist trying to tell me to open my mouth more. That's not what you want to be hearing when waking up. Speak for yourself. I only ask because as I type this, I can hear my roommate snoring from his seat on the toilet. One step away from going full Elvis Presley. I silently dubbed him the King when I first heard him snoring. During a job interview, he actually had to shake me awake. Weirder yet, I still got the job. You were hired for that power move. Look them in the eyes while sleeping, and assert dominance. Bathroom floors, standing up, in the middle of eating. I have narcolepsy so I can seat pretty much anywhere, not always by choice. I'm currently trying to not fall asleep in a hospital cafeteria and thought you meant all of those at once. What were you doing eating in a bathroom? I think I'm gonna take a nap on this table, since I obviously need it. Even worse, I imagined all three at once and didn't even question it. I think I need a nap as well, underneath the car while doing an oil change. This actually sounds kind of nice, until someone gets in and starts the thing. I went to a party and slept in the train on the way back home, but my friend constantly was waking me up. I would be mad if he did that. So when the train stopped at the last station, he left without me. So this nice cute lady waked me up when the train was empty. I thought it was my friend so I yelled something mad and she walked away. 5 seconds later I realized it wasn't my friend and I felt so bad. I was once on the train ****** drunk. The ride takes like 1.5 and let me tell you I was basically asleep when I walked in the train. I talked to some people what station I needed to exit at and fell asleep. The people I talked to didn't bother to wake me up. Instead some nice Arabic guy the first didn't even talk to woke me up. That guy saved me. I would have been 40 kilometers from home at 12:30 am. Monsieur. Little did you know that telling folks where you were headed would pay off because of a kind-hearted man nearby. At the cinema, it was that Maze Runner movie. My GF was all over it. I didn't like it personally. My guy did the same thing when we saw Split, on purpose. He woke up 20 minutes later asking questions. One night, for no particular reason, I was feeling extremely anxious. My mother-in-law offered me a Xanax. It was about 7 p.m. and a few days before Christmas. We were at her house doing the family thing. I took the Xanax and after about 15 minutes started feeling relatively calm, monsieur. Not really thinking about it, I grabbed a beer from my father-in-law, who didn't know I'd taken a Xanax. Finished it, decided to have one more. I went outside to smoke and was lying across the hood of my car. In retrospect, I was already pretty out of it. I don't normally lay on cars. Anyway, I finished smoking and turned on my iPad and just started doodling while lying back, kinda propped up by the windshield. That's all I remember. The next thing I knew it was after midnight. My iPad was lying in the driveway, shattered, and my mother-in-law and wife was shaking me awake in a total panic. Apparently I straight passed out mid-sketch and dropped my iPad and just sat there in their front yard, fully unconscious, laying across my car. Don't drink if you take Xanax, kids. Was across town on a job with a few other guys. After we had finished they had a couple beers. I was underage still so passed. One gives the guy the first road with a couple Xanax and called him a ***** for only taking one. So the ***** took both right before we left. Stubborn **** could not hand over keys since he only had one beer. Scariest ride ever. He wouldn't stop but couldn't stay awake. Screamed at him for the 10 minutes he drove almost hitting rails and other cars. Finally got to him to stop by offering to buy Jack in the Box. Asterisk 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 missed entrance and drove over the curb and through their rocks and bushes. In the drive-through line at a stop I put truck in park and took the keys. Kicked his asterisk 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 out the truck. Somehow he got to passenger side and got in. I got us some big cheeseburgers and headed back to the shop. Couple minutes into the drive I look over and the cheeseburger is in his lap missing one giant bite, and his face is covered with ketchup and mustard while he snores. Had to drop him off at his house and lock his truck up at a vacant building near our shop we took care of. TLDR worked with asterisk 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 asterisk. Life saved by cheeseburger on someone else's wife's shoulder. I feel like there's a story there. On a tractor while plowing a field. I was doing night shifts during the summer and decided to get some extra hours in during the day, so I was tired when doing my actual shift. I switched on the tractor's GPS and set it to give me a signal 50 meters before the field ended to wake me up to turn around. The fields were about 1,200 meters long, so I'd get about 10 minutes of sleep before having to turn around again. Think how surreal it would be for someone standing on the edge of the field to watch a tractor plowing the ground with a sleeping tractorist inside. I enjoy the word tractorist. Wiz Khalifa concert, everyone was so high. I fell asleep for a few minutes standing up an amp. The crowd was so thick I didn't even fall over. This happened to me when I drank 2 tall boys of Blue Moon and smoked 1.5 joints. I was there with my mom and we went to see it because of the song. See You Again. My brother had passed away a few months before and it was her favorite. During asterisk asterisk asterisk, but it turned out I was asleep the whole time and it was actually a Drea Monsieur. Hole up, coffin. Unless I'm mistaken and this is an urban myth, didn't they used to have bells attached to coffins before modern medicine because so many people were buried while they were still alive? Many people are probably still buried alive, just not in countries that embalm or autopsy. Either process would finish them off or at least wake them up. I recall reading at least 2 news stories where someone has woken up just before their embalming, in the US, while doing a school presentation. Literally. Okay, but what was the topic? Narcolepsy. Techno party with my head on top of a big-ass speaker. Haha, same here. This post is a narcoleptic sweat Drea Monsieur. I've slept on the steps of the Opera House in Sydney, in the bathroom of my local pub, under the car, whilst milking cows on numerous occasions. Kmart changing room Monsieur. Traveling 35 miles per hour on a quad bike. Those are a few. At the moment my weird place is on the floor in our hallway. That's actually pretty frightening. Does passing out in the gutter count? If so, then happy 21st, 22nd, and 23rd birthdays to me back in the day. Well, it's my birthday again. Guess I'm sleeping in the gutter. In the office of a funeral director I was making a sales call to. Years later it dawned on me that he probably thought I would just leave if he made me wait forever. He probably would have boxed you up and put you away if you slept long enough. Thank goodness you made it out alive. Not weird but dangerous. When I was still in high school I used to work at Starbucks and would open at 4 AM, so I'd have to get up around 3 AM to drive there. Well, there were some days where I didn't get to bed on time, so while driving, I'd close my eyes and count to 3 and then open and correct my driving if I had veered of my lane, and repeat. My logic was, no way could I veer off that bad in 3 seconds. Mind you, that early there really isn't anyone on the road. Well, there was one time I counted to 3 and my eyes would just not open until it was almost too late. Nothing bad happened, but I pulled over, called work and said I'd be 5 minutes late. Took a nap on the side of the highway and went to work. TLDR, due to opening shift at Starbucks, I counted myself to sleep while driving. If I feel you on those early shifts. And honestly, driving like that sounds terrifying. While tying my shoes on a hedge at the end of my road, Dad wasn't too pleased at driving past his pissed-up son sleeping in a hedge on his way to work. It was on a train. However, the circumstances were weird. However, I fell asleep while viewing an Askreddit thread about masturbating. When I woke up, the title of the thread was visible and I'm pretty sure the guy next to me saw what I was looking at. My worst nightmare. Who the asterisk 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 gave you that platinum too early? Someone that fell asleep onto their keyboard. That's the right answer. You won my upvote. I fell asleep during my wedding. Pretty much the moment we sat down waiting to do our vows and wrap up the ceremony part of the wedding, I fell asleep multiple times while sitting there. Now it's not because I don't respect my wife. She pretty much died laughing when we went to eat and talk to people. She always thinks that **** is funny. I have various illnesses, physical and mental. I was on meds at the time. I worked roofing with my Phil and I am not a morning person at all. I've always had the graveyard schedule since I was a child. I've never been able to wake up in the morning without feeling sick. It was a Christian and Mexican wedding, as in everything is in Spanish besides my vows. I also don't speak Spanish, I can only understand it sometimes. The **** ceremony was so long. It was basically them talking about the Bible for a good hour or so. So I dozed off multiple times, for a while at each time. I didn't feel bad at all. My wife didn't even want to do a church wedding because we both dislike religion and church a lot. We only did it because her dad said that he'd only pay for it, but he said he'd give us $5,000 for our honeymoon, which he never did. To this day I don't remember the ceremony at all besides our vows. LMAO. In college, I took a cognitive neuroscience course that involved designed experiments to be carried out in an MRI and how to analyze the brain images afterwards. As part of the course, we all carried out our studies, and I volunteered to be a participant for a few. When I went to get in the MRI, the tech said I couldn't wear my sweatshirt and due to the metal near the aglets, so she got me a blanket to keep warm and to keep my head propped at the right angle, they gave me a stack of pillows. I definitely unintentionally fucked with someone's data by falling asleep mid-study. Yay, live with a cognitive neuroscientist drives them crazy when this happens. Have to throw out the whole trial and time in an fMRI is expensive AF. Edit. Love to live but technically do that too. Only thing that comes to mind is on top of a boat diesel engine. The vibration numbed me and the casing was warm to the touch. In the back of an ambulance. I'm the paramedic. At a Van Halen concert in the 90s. Lay down on the grass in the open seating area. Next thing I knew the concert was over and my friends were waking me up so we could leave.